What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday, White Belt Wednesday. We are back and live. Let's make sure we're good to go. Are we good? Yep, we are live. Shoot, we are live. Yeah, for sure. A little tired. Had no power, so we had to go dojo storm the UFC gym down in Old Bridge. So we're gonna get through this show. We're gonna try to get through this show. Otherwise, we're good, man. We got some good stuff today. We got some Craig Jones. We got some Gordo Ryan. We got some pocket watching. The Brazilians. We got some other stories. We got some Dagestani guys getting shot up. Like I always say, man, this show makes itself. Basically. So we'll get into it again. Happy White Belt Wednesday. Shout out to all my white belts out there doing their thing. So yeah, we're gonna start by. This isn't my channel. This is somebody else's channel. They're over here pocket watching all the Brazilians. So, you can see what Jao Miao, what he's wearing. Got the Balenciaga sneakers. I think we saw that before. But wow, Jao Miao's doing it. And that's all that seminar money. He's spending all his seminar money on them shoes. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to get in closer. Boom. There you go. 10,000 reais was about $1,000 or something. I don't know what that is. So yeah, this page, they be pocket watching, shoe watching, hand watching. The Nikes PRM. I think we did this one before. We saw these before. A lot of Jordans, Air Max. I'm a bigger Air Max fan. Shout out to Rich Homie Quan. Where's Quan at? Quan, the one that got me on the Air Maxes over there. I think I can't remember which ones I got. He'll tell you which ones I got. So yeah, that was Jal. Let's see what A-Rod. She got the Guess Boda Unique. All right, those are interesting. If you guys know A-Rod, she got interesting style. You guys can't see the shoes. Let me back out real fast. Interesting style. I don't know. Girls wear different shoes. They look cool. I mean, I don't know. They look like boots to me. We got what's that kid's name? I can't remember that kid's name. You Anderson. I don't know how to say it in English. You got the Air Dunks. Those are cool. Are those Panda? Oh, these are Pandas. The low Panda. And then those are the Air Dunks. Okay. Oh, those reverse Panda. Okay. Nelson, you need these shoes. Nelson, do a collab. Nelson. AP be doing that collab. Let's get inverted gear. And Nelson, if you're watching this channel, somebody recognized inverted gear at UFC BJJs. They were like, I got to get some of that inverted gear. I didn't tell them my offer code, though. I should have. Told them my offer code. Pandas. I'm not the biggest fan of pandas, but if you guys want to rock the pandas, go ahead. It's cool. Cool with me. Go do it. Adidas Forum Mid. Okay. I do like all white shoes though. Yo, Adidas are coming up. I'm not the biggest shoe person, but those Adidas are getting more popular. Nike's kind of falling off with the youth, but Adidas coming back. We missed one. Who else got some cool shoes? Got the Nike Giannis Immortality. Okay. Not my style, but whatever. You got some Vans down there too. I believe those are Vans. I could be wrong. You got the Adidas Night Ball. All right, the homeboy got the cool shoes over there. My Brazilians be styling, bro. They be having their gi all patched up, the cool shoes. I just wear my inverted gear, plain inverted gear gi, and my beater shoes. I mean, who's bringing their favorite shoes to the tournament? You know, my boy Danny would wear like his Kobe's. He used to have the Kobe Bryant shoes. He wear those Kobe's to the tournament. I don't even know if he got them Kobe's no more. Quick's combat suede. You know, some people like to wear their best shoes. I just wear whatever, bro. I wear my beater shoes. Adidas Campus Core Black Floral. Okay. Nike Air Max. Alrighty. Not my favorite Air Max. Some Dunk Low dark smoke gray. I'm not really a Nike person like I used to be. And like I said, they also pocket watching, wrist watching. They got Mika Galvalo in there with the Omega Speedmaster. Alrighty, you know that's where the EDCC money's going towards. That Speedmaster. How much is 109,000 reais? Let me check that real fast. If anybody knows, let me know. That's not $10,000, is it? Oh, it's like 20,000. That's where all his money's going towards. Mika, you better invest that money, bro. All that who's number one money, putting that on a watch. I mean, Omega's a good brand, right? Omega Speedmaster, Apollo. Is that the one? Is that the NASA watch? Is that the watch the NASA people be wearing? I'm not the biggest watch person, but you know, I don't know. If you like the watch and you got the money, go for it. Don't let that thing get stolen though. He's also got the King's kimono crossbody bag. Alrighty. They got him on here too. What does he say? I can't see the translation. He says, I only use it for CBJJJ. The Zoto. What's he talking about? I don't know. Pat. You got what's Baby Shark wearing? Baby Shark's a little bit more reasonable with his watch selection. Got the Hartley Legacy Black. I don't know that brand, but it might be, you know, a nice brand. And of course, he's sponsored by King's Kimono. What's Gabrielli got the Nike Dunk Low Next Nature White Mint. Alrighty, not a big Nike fan over here. She got different shoes for different. That's the same tournament, guys. So in the gi, she's wearing the white mint, and then no gi, she got the lilac. All right, girl, I see you doing it, girl. I see you doing it. You Anderson got the Yeezys on. You Anderson making money too. Where are all these Brazilians getting this money from? I ain't hating too much, man. Now, you know, they want to wear the style. They want a style. Go do it. We got what's that kid's name? I can't remember that kid's name, but he's wearing the Nike slides. All right, bro. That's comfortability right there. My man, comfortable. All right, now that that's actually makes sense right there. You could put them slides on, take them off when you get to the mat. You good. I don't know if you can warm up in those things. You know, it might twist your ankle. Got the Nike Full Force lows. All righty. Yo, these Brazilians be styling. The Puma Trinities. All right. Ooh, that Puma's that's pretty cool. I like that. I like those shoes, guys. I might look into those. Puma Trinity. Can I write that down somewhere? Those looking nice. I don't got a shoe sponsor, so I can wear Rudis. I can wear Puma. I like those shoes though. Again, this is not my channel, guys. I'm just watching this dude's channel. Got the Puma suedes. All right, Puma coming through. Adidas coming through. Yeah, Adidas over here, campus. Nike Dunk Panda. I don't like the Panda though. Why are all these people wearing the Pandas? Don't worry, guys. We'll get into Craig Jones in a minute. You gotta let my voice warm up. I can't just go straight into talking about Craig Jones. Got the low white and black. I don't like the Pandas, bro. Okay, Nike Air Max system. There we go. Some real shoes. I like the Nike Airs. Adidas Latin Run. Okay, kind of classic. Alrighty, cool. All right, so we'll keep you guys updated on what the Brazilians are wearing. They styling over here. That kid was wearing a Rolex. The kid that trains at ALJ, he got the Travis Scotts. They got money over there in California. He's rocking the Travis Scott's Air Jordan collab, and he had a Submariner, the Oyster. Quan, bro, look at these kids, bro. Quan, what's the Air Maxes you be wearing, Quan? Quan Air Max all the way. Those Pumas look good too, though, Quan. I might get a pair. Those Puma Trinities, they look cool. I might look into a pair. I got a pair of Air Maxes with me here in Jersey. I got my Rudis beater shoes. But man, these kids are styling over here, bro. Who else got some cool gear? How much is that Rolex, Quan? I think Quan's into watches too. The OG Air Maxes. Quan, how much is this Submariner? This Oyster over here? 90s gets a pass also, yeah. I know them Travis Scott's got to be $1,000. Maybe. And who put a Rolex on a kid? Who put a Rolex on a 12-year-old? He better not lose that watch. It might not be his, to be honest. Quan says basic sub is around 10 to 11K, give or take. Dang. What's all right, Mika be wearing some watches too. He had a Casio. That's a nice Casio. All righty. Pocket watching over here. How come this kid got a more expensive gear? He got more expensive gear than Mika. Well, maybe that kid got rich parents. That's why. $700 shoes, $10K watch. Who over here pocket watching all these Brazilians like this? Oh, I like those shoes. And this stuff's more expensive, and they don't buy this stuff in Brazil. They buy it in America. Got the Oakley Flak. Got the Air Force Ones. I got a pair of Air Force. You got a pair of Air Force Ones, Quan? You just all Air Max. Moneyberg's right. We all poor. Moneyberg wouldn't step out the house wearing any of this stuff. Moneyberg would have a AP, Richard Milley. Uh-oh. Quan, how much is this watch? That Patek. How much is that watch, rich homie Quan? That says 1 point. Is that a $100,000 watch? Wait a second. Let me do the trans. Let me see the transfer. That's crazy, rich homie Quan. He might be borrowing that. He borrowed that watch from Moneyberg. Let's see. I don't know how many zeros I got here. 1 million. I think that's like $100,000. You know, somebody gonna rob Mika Gavao. I can't see, but I think that's like a $200,000 watch. I could be wrong. Can somebody check that for me? That Patek Philippe. Dang. Who put that watch on him? Nah, that $200,000. Is that right? Is that right, Quan? I need Quan to verify that for me. Hello. But anyway, we'll keep moving. Keep it moving. You know, I gotta warm my voice up before we start talking about Craig Jones. Let's see. We got Mendez Bros. They got a New Zealand camp. That's gonna be a long flight. Good luck, guys. They got to at least make $20,000 to be out there. It says, don't miss your chance to train with legends Guy and Rafa Mendez, October 23rd to 24th at Tucana. I'm going to say it that way. Tukaha. HQ, 2 days of world-class jiu-jitsu with the founders of AOJ, limited spot. So I'm sure they get everything paid for, you know, $20,000, probably $10,000 to $20,000, flight, hotel, everything, food, paid for. But it's Mendez Bros. Me, I get a ham sandwich and a glass of water when I do my seminars. If I'm lucky, I get a ham sandwich. We got Cyborg, guys. Cyborg in love again. So he broke up with, you remember that homegirl, the yoga girl? He broke up with that girl. Now he got a new girl. Well, he the boss over there, so he can get whatever girl he wants. So we'll see how this relationship goes. She got a big chest tattoo. Not judging over here. Not judging. What does it say on there? My soul, something formed. The one, my soul, something. I don't know. Good luck, Cyborg. Good luck, bro. Cyborg in love. He got her in the recovery room. Cyborg, get out of that recovery room. Are you recovering in that recovery room, Cyborg? Cyborg ain't using that recovery room for recovery. You know, yo, guys, you go to Cyborg's house, you know, don't get in that cold plunge and don't go in that sauna. It might be sticky in there. It's gonna be sticky. Gonna be sticky in there, guys. My man. My man. Quan, how much is that Patek Philippe, bro? I skipped out of it. But Mika Gavao had that thing on his arm. Now we're talking about Cyborg. Cyborg in love. You know, look at him. He all hugged up. He about to do some stuff to that lady. Respectfully. Not respectfully, actually. You know, he in love right over there. She might be feeling him. I think she's feeling his money more than him. That might be how it goes, but you know, that's just life nowadays. She cool. She cute. She look like she from Miami. She look like she a Miami girl, you know. That's all you're gonna get in Miami over there. Man, she is tatted up. You know, good luck to you guys. You know, more power to you. We got, I don't know why these guys are fighting, but you got Victor Belfort versus Vanderlei Silva. I don't know why these guys are fighting. They need to retire. It's going to be the 27th of September in Sao Paulo. So this should not be going on, but it is. There's not much else I can say. Not much else I can say over here. These old dudes over here fighting. I mean, I'm still fighting. It says Victor Belfort and Vanderlei Silva will return it back inside a boxing ring. Okay, so it's boxing match. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not a fan of pandas. Yeah, I'm not a. I don't like the. They were pretty popular. What, 10 years ago? Now, yeah. So both of these guys are in the Hall of Fame, and they fought before, so they're gonna run it back. They should not be doing this, but all right, let's go for it. Hodger Gracie, what you got, Hodger Gracie? Can't play the music. He says, over the last year, I've been working on something that I'm very proud of: the warrior mindset, the Tao of a champion. It's my very first book, and in it, I share everything I've learned from a career of fighting at the highest level. Coming this September and available to pre-order and in hardback, ebook, and audiobook. So they're doing this huge. It was right here. We actually talked about it. They're doing a Gracie seminar, Gracie family seminar in Brazil in October. So he's gonna have that ready before the seminar. So be ready for the Gracies to sell you books, Gracie Diet, Gracie Bully Proof. It's gonna be one of those you go to them those seminars and they be selling you on the programs. Yeah, they're gonna sell you guys.
1925, Carlos Gracie began teaching jiu-jitsu in Brazil, and his brothers joined soon after. Together, they'd build a legacy that would change martial arts forever. In the late 1970s, jiu-jitsu hit the U.S. From there, it spread across the globe, one role, one match, one fight, and one student at a time. And now, we celebrate 100 years of the Gracie family and jiu-jitsu. Saturday, October 25th, 2025, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Join us for the Gracie Family Reunion Seminar. Over 30 Gracie family members sharing the art with students from around the world. Anyone from white belt to black belt is welcome. Prepare for a day of jiu-jitsu, conversations, connection, acai, and photo opportunities. If you've ever dreamed of visiting Brazil, this is the time and the way to do it. Train with the Gracie family, celebrate the legacy, and experience the beautiful city of Rio de Janeiro. Go to Gracie100.com for more information.
Yo, they about to sell you guys. They about to make some money off you guys. I won't be there. Quan, how much is that Paddock Philippe though, bro? That's what we want. We really want to know. Let's see. Look at this Gracie 100. Website's nice. The Gracie family always put together. This is the same website as the Gracie Academy over here. The Speedmaster. Who had the Speedmaster? Oh, just another watch. Good watch. Quan, my man Rich homie Quan, he know all this stuff. He know all this stuff about the watches, the shoes. 600. Hey, wait a second. How much is this? $60? What's 600 reais? $100 to go see the Gracies. I won't be there. I ain't paying no $100 for no Gracies to sell me, and they're gonna sell you some crap. They're gonna sell you some books. It says, Speedmaster is legit, another classic watch with history surrounding it, like the sub. It's another safe watch to buy for your collection. Okay. They also got the hotel. This thing looks fancy. The Windsor Baja? How much is that per night? Yo, you gotta be paying out your that look expensive. Let's just put in some dates. I don't know. August. Was it 2 days? Let's put 3 days on there. Oh, you can't do it? I can't read Portuguese, guys. Oh. can't do that. Okay, I can't figure out the pricing. You gotta be paying, and you gotta fly your butt to Brazil. That's easy. $800, $500, $1,000. Quan, this for you, bro.
Top story tonight, blue belts can no longer refer to themselves as upper belts. This comes from a presidential executive order. More from our correspondent at the protests.
I worked for 13 months to get my blue belt. I deserve to be considered an upper belt.
What do you think of the executive order?
Blue belts.
Well, I'm a purple belt. I wouldn't consider myself an upper belt, so.
Protests here continue to grow as blue belts demand to be recognized as upper belts. For more on the president's response, we turn now to our White House correspondent.
The president's order was very much needed. We were on the path where even four-stripe white belts were considering themselves upper belts. The line had to be drawn.
Top story tonight, blue belts can no longer refer to themselves as upper belts. This comes from a presidential executive order. More from our correspondent at the protests.
I worked for 13 months to get my blue belt. I deserve to be considered an upper belt.
What do you think of the executive order?
Blue belts.
Well, I'm a purple belt.
All right, back in the day, a blue belt was considered a higher belt, but nowadays that's a beginner belt still. Quan, you what do you believe? I mean, Quan been training about 15 years, 10, 15 years. Upper belt, maybe. I don't know. I have no clue, bro. Upper belt. It might depend on the individual. Might depend on the individual. I don't know. So we had a Dagestani PFL champion, Timur Kirsharev. Can't pronounce his name at all. One of MMA's brightest prospects was reportedly ambushed near his home in Dagestan. The two assailants fired non-lethal rounds but caused serious damage. So, if they wanted to get him, they could have got him. That non-lethal damage can still get you. So it looks like it was, dang. Where's the self-defense at? God, dog. I mean, I think they were just trying to rob him. I mean, they rob you anywhere in this world, bro. Some places they rob you blind, like in America. They rob you. Bro, they shot. Hey, no, put your hands up. Just shot him in the back. Shot him on the shoulder. God, dog. I mean, if somebody's got it out for you, what are you gonna do? Say that was a lethal round. That would have been it. Boo, got you right there in the back. Dang. Somebody said finishing the takedown after being shot, bro. He did finish the takedown. Two. He did get the takedown though. Props to him. He got shot and got the takedown. Some of you guys would have got shot and then pulled guard. Somebody said, was it a BB gun? No, bro. That was no BB gun. Says in Russia, it's a thing. You can get a non-lethal gun much more easily. Regular guns are hard to acquire legally because gun laws are much stricter than the U.S. But non-lethal ones are easy to get and are a toned-down version of regular guns with rubber bullets. That rubber bullet still hurt. If you get shot in the head, you die, though. That rubber bullet to the head still got you. It's supposed to be for self-defense. Well, they used it for the opposite of self-defense. We got Jalen. What's going on, Jalen? He got the Moya brand. Wasn't Moya brand under some heat back in the day? Let's look that up real fast. I believe they were. I'd be remembering a lot of stuff. Too much stuff. Yeah. It says, just found, this is 5 years ago. by the way. Just found out Jesse Moya, CEO of Moya Brands, is an ex-officer who committed invasion-style robberies across SoCal, stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars over 4 years. Okay. Yep. Yep. Crazy. I'm not saying not saying you don't wear your Moya brand, but just, hey, that guy was doing some dirt. I don't know if he was using the non-lethal rounds or not. So yeah, this sport is it is what it is. IBJF, what you doing now, IBJF? Are you copying me now?
This week's edition of IBJJF News, your recap of the biggest results from this past weekend's tournaments. We'll start in Austin, Texas, where Manuel Hibamar, Rodrigo Pinheiro, BJJ.
I would love this, but they got the music on it. So it says, here's your IBJJF News Weekend Recap. This past weekend was packed with standout performances, exciting black belt debuts, and slick technique on display from across multiple tournaments. So I believe they're doing this. I mean, one, they needed to do this to let you know what's going on. And then two, they got to make the athletes more well known, especially the Brazilian athletes. Because we know, that's that, what's that kid's name? I can't remember his name. That's why they got to do the news. We know who Helena is, but we forgot Damian something, Oliveira maybe. You might know those guys' name, but you might not know the Brazilian name. So they got to do a better job of educating the general public, or as Moneybird calls us, the poors. We the poors. We don't know nothing. So yeah, shout out to IBJF. If you guys want to do a collab, I wouldn't mind helping you guys out with your news information. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, they can do. The thing is, you gotta stay consistent. So they actually need like a team and a show. Like Sports Center, Jiu-Jitsu Center, and they need people going out there and interviewing the athletes, and that takes money and organization though. So, IBJF, they kind of move slow. They're a little slow with the technology over here. What's Renzo got to say?
Renzo Gracie here, just passing by to let you know, UFC Brazilian BJJ on July 31st on YouTube, free. Go watch it, don't miss it. Wherever I am in the globe, I'll make sure I'll be watching. Enjoy. Best fights ever.
My man living the life, bro. He got all the money in the world, jet setting. I guess I kind of jet set a little bit on the East Coast. I jet set on the East Coast, guys. But yeah, he's supporting you. Of course, he's gonna support. He gonna support whatever, bro. Look at Alex. She's like, Renzo, go talk about CJI now. Renzo, Gracie family. They, got the history with the UFC. This might be a quick show today, guys. My voice is kind of cooked.
Specialize first or try to learn everything? So either be the jack of all trades or the master of one.
Mostly, I think, if you look at like the good grapplers, they actually usually only have a handful of things that they're using. So overall, just being a specialist, you'd be more effective as a grappler. Is that as fun? No. I like to try to learn a broad range of things. I also think it can be a real problem when you specialize in something that's not that useful. Like I've certainly seen grapplers who started focusing on a particular position that kind of becomes somewhat redundant as the game evolves, and then they're left often still playing the same game. So overall, yes, I think even as a beginner, I think you would rather, whilst there's a lot of fundamentals and, like how many different types of guards are there? There's at least 20 different types of guard, if not more. Should you learn all of them as a beginner, or is it better to just focus on, for example, half guard and learn an action reaction from there first? To me, that's better to have one thing and develop a very mini system where you can start to see that jiu-jitsu works. Okay, when I do this technique well, it works, and then if they react in this way, I've got a counter. You start to see the efficacy of it. I think if you just tried to learn 20 things at once, 20 different types of guard with no connection between them, you're going to still suck for a long time.
How do you know what you're specializing in is the right thing for you?
That's a hard question. That's where I think over time you should every now and then dabble in something different and say, does this fit into my game or not? You have your game, but you should be looking to expand it. And that way you can find, probably the easiest way is look at your body type, your attributes, and find a competitor who has similar attributes with similar, if it's a gi person, then you look at a gi, you're tall. If you're tall, you train in the gi. Maybe you look at someone like a Nicholas Merigali, his in your weight division is obviously important as well. I'd probably go off that. It's probably the easiest way, and then imitate their game.
Should you specialize first or?
That's a good question. Again, I think that's individualized. Some people, I don't know, man. The more I train, the more I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people can do well specializing. Think about Eddie Cummings. Got really good at leg locks, outside heel hook. Ryan Hall got really good with that triangle. I think if you want to be good quickly, you specialize. Like, hey, you want to become competitive in 2 years, you're going to have to become a specialist in areas people don't know. Could be leg locks, could be toe holds, could be Troy bar, guillotine. Like, if you focus on one thing for 2 years, you can become a master of that, or at least, an expert. But if you want to be well-rounded, then, it doesn't help you to specialize. If you want to coach, it doesn't help you to specialize. If you want to have longevity, it does not help you to specialize. But if you want to be good quick, you can just get about 3 or 4 techniques. You get 1 takedown, one or 2 guard passes, 1 submission, 1 sweep. You good. You only need about 5 moves. To be honest, you only need 5 moves at the bare minimum to make it work, and then hone those techniques. You can get good in 1 to 2 years. Fleek me. What's going on, bro? Happy White Belt Wednesday. Says, would be funny if a white belt does Troy bars. Some do. Troy was doing Troy bars when he was a blue belt. In a composition, yeah. Well, they are doing it. There's little kids doing it now. We got Adele over here.
What's happened?
Can't play music. Even Adele, she been doing that mirror lock. It's crazy. She didn't even know who Frank Mir was, but she was doing the mirror lock. So the same thing with Troy bar. Them kids, they don't know who Troy is, but they're gonna do that Troy bar. Yeah, man, jiu-jitsu. If you don't keep up with jiu-jitsu, you're gonna pass you by. And then some of these old dudes, they stopped training 20 years ago, and I'm over there questioning if they're still a black belt. If you ain't done jiu-jitsu in 20 years, you got out of shape, and you can't even move no more. Come on, man. You ain't a black belt like you used to be. It says Australia stand up. Adele Fornerino ready for any and every potential matchup at CJI 2. So she got a good chance of making that $100,000. We got a little judo drill from J-Flow. I tried this. Maybe I can get Wendy to send it to me. We tried this drill. Let me see if I can get that drill. We tried it. It was kind of tough. My feet were all crossed up. And, it was fun, though. It's a fun little drill. Someone said, what throw is this drill for? Freaking foot sweep, bro. What do you think it's for? Ko Uchi, most likely. I can't help people on the internet. Yo, Jason Whitfield, happy White Belt Wednesday. Says, I remember when Berimbolo was the hot move. There were guys just drilling it before and after class, couldn't pass or control the back, but they could invert. And those guys grew up to become the Meow Brothers. Those guys became the Meow Brothers. And they still do the Bolo Monday. I went to Bolo Monday. It was fun. So when ecological people tell me, about their training, I'm thinking you gotta do some drilling, bro. How you gonna do the foot sweep? You ain't drilled the foot sweep. How you gonna do the bolo if you ain't drilled the bolo? You're not gonna figure that out ecologically. Somebody said, how you gonna do judo ecologically? You get thrown one time, and you get knocked out. That's it. So I'm all for drilling, guys. No amount of ecological. I don't care. Kevon, what's up, Kevon? I like Kevon, but I don't care what he says. I'm going to drill. I'm going to continue drilling the move. I don't trust the white belts to figure out nothing. Even though it's White Belt Wednesday, I don't trust the white belts to figure out how to do nothing. They can't tie their belt, can't put their pants on right. I ain't trusting those people. Craig Jones responds to Gordon Ryan's hateful triade after B team breaks up. So we're gonna read these comments and then we'll hit the real post later. Can't we all just get along? Nope. This is jiu-jitsu. We need drama. We don't have time to train. We need drama. This is like the most entertaining part of jiu-jitsu, unfortunately. Is Craig moving back to Australia? I think Trump got him, bro. Nah, he's getting deported to Mexico. Probably moved to Thailand. He doesn't like Australia that much. In the world of Craigs and Gordons, focus on Hickson, Henry Atkins, Chris Burns, Dave Kama. Nah, we ain't focusing on those old dudes. Says the so-called BJJ superstars are no real role models or actually do real jiu-jitsu. Says Craig on a 2-month bender versus Gordon on a 2-month cycle deload. It's the same old stuff, bro. What's that? Oil and vinegar over here. They're gonna keep feuding forever, bro. Alrighty, we'll get to that later. But yeah, it was just a little teaser. Craig Jones responds. We'll get to it. Josh Barnett says catch wrestling is more effective than BJJ and modern MMA. Where are the catch wrestlers at? I ain't seen no catch wrestler do well in MMA. Have you guys seen? Where's the catch wrestlers at? Now I can point to about 20 jiu-jitsu people that have done decently. Title fights and good runs, good records, good wins. Where are the catch wrestling folks at? And don't count the NCAA wrestlers. Don't count the collegiate wrestlers. Don't count the Greco wrestlers. I want catch wrestling. Who outside of Josh Barnett? I mean, if you go to Japan, okay, they got some catch wrestlers over there. I'm saying America though. Josh Barnett, former UFC. Can you guys see it? Move this thing over. Move me over. I'm in the way. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Josh Barnett, former UFC champion. Oh, I didn't know he was champion. And one of the most prominent voices in the catch wrestling community, recently explained why he believes the catch wrestling approach is more suited to MMA than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. To be perfectly honest, in my opinion, the catch wrestling approach is superior to BJJ in terms of your typical or your standard approaches to MMA. Okay. Whether they know it or not, everyone in mixed martial arts now does not play guard, and they all wrestle like a catch wrestler, trying to constantly get back to their feet, wrestling up, giving up their back, which used to be a cardinal sin, supposedly. This strategy, giving up the back in order to stand up, is often discouraged in traditional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's because of the gloves, bro. What's up? Yeah, you don't turn you got the gloves on. You can't really choke nobody with them gloves on. You can't really grab with them gloves on like you want to. I have a friend who makes a lot of money and wants to learn from you and if you're interested. No, I'm okay. Tell Moneyberg I'm okay. No Moneyberg. You gotta tell Moneyberg no, or else he's gonna have you on that podcast looking like a hostage on there. I'm good, bro. I don't want to hear about no investment. Don't message nothing like that again, okay? Or I'm gonna get you out of this chat, okay? You must wear his rash guard and say he's smart. I'm gonna tell Moneyberg no, Moneyberg no. Moneyberg, I got morals, bro. I ain't bought or sold. You go to Mikey Moneyberg. You must wear his rash guard and say he's smart. Man. You know Mikey was doing that in that basement. Mikey. Mikey. I ain't defending Mikey, guys. You guys defend Mikey. That was fun. I like that, man. Thank you. That was funny. You got to tell Moneyberg no. You got to say no to Diddy and Moneyberg and Starachi. You got to say no to Starachi too. Because they like to party. And if you don't tell them no. Sorry, Starachi. Allegedly Starachi. Allegedly Diddy. And allegedly to Moneyberg. Yeah. Ooh. Yo, money. Bro, listen, guys. Money, you guys can't be doing everything for money, man. You can't be selling your soul for that money, bro. What is what's this guy's name? Josh Barnett saying. He says, I've heard so many guys from the BJJ side of things literally complain about some of my competitors. They be cheating, bro. They be breaking your ribs, rubbing the elbow in your eyeball. Them catch wrestlers dirty. They do everything but wrestle. Why don't catch wrestlers just wrestle? Says, oh, they did really well, but your guys, they can't give their back up. Yes, they can. You don't wrestle. You never wrestled folk style. So for you, it's an area that you don't really play in. Listen, bro, when somebody can choke you out and you turn your back, you cooked. I mean, in MMA, those gloves get in the way. So they can't really attack you like they want to. But, I assure you, if you go to ADCC, you turn your back, you losing the match, basically. We'll give our back because if you think you're going to get it, good luck. We're already in motion and we know how to wrestle from this position. That's our defensive position. Barnett also emphasized that MMA has matured. Even athletes with BJJ backgrounds are abandoning the guard-based tactics in favor of wrestling up, mirroring what catch wrestlers have done for decades. Says then you saw as MMA, the game of MMA specifically within the UFC has been evolving. The BJJ-based fighters are giving up their back, going up the wall. It's just that BJJ is a standard way, has been successful enough, and with IBJJF on top of it, and even ADCC, it's like, oh, I can just lay on my back all day. It's like, no, you can't anymore. Well, UFC does incentivize people to stand up. Not really grapple. You wrestle. Okay, awesome. You got to take down, cool. But if you're on the bottom, they be ready to stand you up real quick. And, it's just the gloves don't help you. The nogi the nogi aspect doesn't help you as much. But again, he trying to promote catch wrestling, which is I didn't know was still around. Craig Jones blasts Mikey for signing contract without reading it. Mikey didn't get the good autism, guys. Mikey, I don't know what kind of autism he got. He didn't get he just got the I look like a nerd autism, but he didn't get the smart autism. If that's the thing. Yeah, Mikey, I don't know if Mikey's too trusting or just didn't read. They put a pizza in front of him. He couldn't read the contract. Craig Jones didn't hold back during a particularly fiery segment on Morning Combat, using what sounded like a reference to Mikey Musumeci to highlight a major issue plaguing the sport: the lack of financial literacy among top-tier jiu-jitsu athletes. They ain't got none. They got zero. The financial literacy among the athletes in this business is not high. And you know what? Even the people in the sport that are at the top that you think are intelligent, although Jones didn't mention names, the clues were hard to miss. He describes a world-class competitor who had previously signed an unusually restrictive contract, strongly suggesting it was with one championship, the same organization Musumeci had a high-profile deal with. When Jones tried to recruit the athlete for the first Craig Jones Invitational, he was stunned by what he discovered. I remember I was trying to get him to do CJI 1, and I said, well, what does your contract say? And this is a guy that studied law. I believe his sister is a lawyer. That is definitely Mikey. And he's like, I didn't read the contract. I just signed it. No way, Mikey. No way, Mikey. Mikey, there's no way you signed that contract and you didn't read that thing. There's no way. Not possible. Jones used the same story as a cautionary tale of how even the most accomplished athletes in grappling can fall victim to poor business decisions. Ones that can affect not just their careers but the sport at large. So like when some of the elite level guys, even the guys at the top of the sport, don't read contracts, I think it's almost unsalvageable. So if Mikey didn't read that contract, that would be insane. And that makes everything I've been saying make sense. Mikey. Did Mikey read his UFC contract? Mikey, you know what? They took his glasses so he couldn't read it. Craig Jones. We got a lot of Craig Jones. Every day we could talk about Craig Jones. No Diddy. But today we're talking about Craig Jones. Craig Jones breaks silence, why he left B Team, and what's coming next. No Diddy. Oh no. Is that real? Okay. Better Me, what's up, bro? It looks like a ChatGPT wrote this. In a surprisingly yet oddly fitting twist in the ongoing BJJ soap opera, Craig Jones has finally explained why he walked away from B Team, a team he helped found, and what lies ahead for the Aussie grappling icon. My voice cooked, guys. During a revealing interview, Jones shared his reasons with typically dry wit and disarming honesty. I just needed a break. Craig didn't sugarcoat it. After years of competing, building a brand, and mentoring some of the best grapplers in the world, he was simply burnt out. I'm kind of forcing myself to take a break, Jones said. I don't think I would have taken a break unless I forced myself to. So I'm trying to step away from it all. Just trying to relax a little bit. Says, I'm basically the dad that went out for milk and never came back. That's what I'm going for. Just vanished for a little bit. The end of B Team or just the end of his role. Jones made it clear the B Team itself isn't dead, just evolving. The decision to step back was a personal one, and he emphasized that the younger generation, especially Nicky Ryan, is now taking the reins. It's not like we had a falling out, he clarified. It's just that the team's moving in one direction and I'm moving in another. Still, his departure triggered harsh comments from his longtime rival Gordon Ryan, who celebrated it as the removal of poison from B Team. Craig, unsurprisingly, couldn't care less. I refuse to read Gordon's post until he learns how to use paragraphs. Well, that's going to be never. I look for the cliff notes. I don't even know what he means half the time. What's next for Craig and Gordon? What's next for Craig and Gordon, actually? Craig's future plans revolve around CJI 2, set to take place the 30th and the 31st of August. That's also the same time as Masters Worlds, guys. So be sure to check that out. And in I think there's ADCC Nationals the week after in Vegas too. I think this is it. I'm retiring after CJI too, but you know, if I get bored, I might come back. Beyond that, he's focused on running future CJI events, which are gaining serious traction thanks to their innovative formats and cash incentives. He's also passionate about growing his Guardian Project, a nonprofit initiative to bring jiu-jitsu and education to underprivileged communities in Peru and probably a lot of other places too. He's also planning to coach MMA full-time, including working closely with UFC champ Alexander Volkanovski and rising star Jack Della Maddalena. That's really where I want to focus next, helping guys like Volk and Jack in their careers. I think I have more to offer from the sidelines at this point. He says, it's not goodbye forever. It's just see you after I get that milk. So we'll talk a little bit more about Craig Jones. There's more Craig Jones. Too much Craig Jones. Let's skip that a little bit. Give my voice a little break. Now we got a video by if you guys know the guy that runs the Alliance School in San Diego, I thought he was a purple belt, but apparently he's a black belt. And he's talking about, this is like 2 months ago. The school's basically up and running, but he's got some good stuff. He's been sharing some good stuff. So let's listen to him about 6 minutes. Hopefully you don't copyright strike me. I'm gonna subscribe to you, bro.
Technically in Miramar, one in south of the world, about 100 and have over 300. I would say was a development.
No music.
Every that and change that. Want to open a gym.
Too much music. Dang it.
May we started looking. We put in offers and.
We can't play that. It got music in it, guys. Is there anything else we could watch? That was really good though. This guy he runs like Alliance San Diego, and now he's doing Huntington Beach. It's a good video, but it's got music on it. All right, maybe my voice doesn't get a break then. Did we just read this? Is this the one we just read? Oh, we did not read this. Guys, make sure you're liking this video because I got to sit here and read this stuff out here for you guys. It says B team breaks up, escalates with harsh accusations and dry humor. We talked about that. Craig says, I don't know why he's angry that I'm leaving his city. He's got his gym now. I'm leaving. Take it. Does he see it as some kind of victory lap or something? Maybe. Said they had New Wave. Now they have Kingsway. We had B Team. Now there'll be something like Simple Man. Simple Man Jiu-Jitsu. We're kind of doing the same thing. I don't even know what the beef is. Says Jones revealed that he has rekindled his relationship with legendary coach John Danaher. Me and Danaher, we're homies again. However, his relationship with Ryan remains tense. Obviously, Gordon still doesn't like me. I don't know why. I've been nothing but complimentary towards the man. Jones closed with the blunt reflection on Ryan's online persona. Honestly, I don't even know what he means half the time. We read this earlier. You know, Gordon Ryan called Craig a dirtbag, said that he's leaving the team right after he just went AWOL and threw both Roddy Bros under the bus so he could appear morally superior to Reddit dorks. He's never there, doesn't help run the school in any capacity, has zero home base or stability in his life, brags about traveling around and doing crazy stuff. He's not leaving Z-Team. Z-Team is leaving him. Why else would they rebrand? You know who thinks a brand built on crazy stuff is rock solid? People with IQs below 90. Moneybird told Gordon Ryan to say that. I don't trust when nobody talk about IQs. I don't even who knows their IQ really. It's not rocket science. The good guy act you guys see online, that's what it is, an act. This split could be seen coming for years as he was around less and less. Let's see how messy it gets publicly. When DDS split happened, we had an agreement to not air private drama. For a full year, they broke that agreement repeatedly until I finally responded. The only one who kept his word was Nicky Ryan. So he didn't even say his brother. He just said Nicky Ryan. Both sides have a history of making splits messy. This will be interesting, by the way. Never am I wrong. Gordon, you wrong all the time, bro. Might be a quick show, guys. My voice is suffering today. People say my job's easy, but I'm saying, bro, my voice be gone most of the time. Craig did make a Reddit post. I don't know if I'm going to read it out loud. Can we click on it? It says Craig has extremely high blood pressure, probably due to his supplements. He will have a heart issue in the next 10 years if he carries on. Love his content though, so I hope he doesn't. So that's about, Wagner Hosher about 40, 44, 45. He already had his heart issues. Same thing with Cyborg. And what's crazy is you got people like 25 popping for different supplements. Maybe even younger. I assure you, if you tested some of those brown belts and some of those juveniles, they might be popping the test too, popping on the test as well. So no wonder by the time they hit 40, they done. Someone said, "We all love you, dude. Take care of your health." And then Craig, he did not help himself, with all the stress and supplements he's taking. So. What is that? Oh, no, what happened? I didn't mean to close that. Put that post right here. Well, no, what happened to my post? Shoot. I closed the wrong thing. Oh, no. Oh, no. What happened? There we go. I lost my post. Yeah, so hopefully Craig gets help. Oh, what's going on here? Owen Lively, what are you on here for? He says people are just starting to make good bit of money competing and grappling. So what do people do now? Start offering to compete for free and fly themselves to the event just so they can look high level being on a big show. Come on, lads. Have a bit of pride for Jesus' sake. Some of your favorite grapplers doing that. Some of your favorite YouTube personalities and Instagram personalities probably doing that. Uh-oh. When did Owen Lively come from? Or where did he come from? I mean, I know what you doing. You get on the big shows, win or lose, build your brand a little, and then you can get home. And when you get home, you can do seminars because you've been on Polaris, Who's Number One, all the bollocks. Can I say that? Is that a curse word? Not here in America. We don't know what that means. Just do it the proper way, though. Get asked to do it. Get paid to do it. What's going on with these influencers? These influencers over here influencing the sport badly. Just do it the proper way with skill and talent. They don't got the skill and talent. They can't do it then. How can they scam us if they can't get on the show? They can't. Moneybird can't scam us if he don't got people vouching for him like Mikey Musumeci and Gilbert Burns. That's what we're all meant to be pushing towards. Pathetic behavior. What happened to putting your head down, grafting like crazy, earning everything you got? I know who you are as well, you turds. They everywhere, bro. Everywhere in this sport. It ain't real, bro. This sport ain't real no more. I support Owen Lively on that one. That's real. Oh, that's the Craig Jones post I was looking for. Man, Owen Lively, where'd you come from, bro? Don't talk about it on Reddit, though. Reddit ain't gonna support you. Reddit loves the drama. They don't care. They don't care where the drama comes from. What the hell is... Sorry, what the heck is happening over here? Why can't I open the post? Oh, it's freaking internet, bro. No, Reddit, what the heck are you doing, Reddit? I told you to let me open this. Is my internet down? I think Red is down, guys. Oh, no, it's back. I don't know what the heck's going on. What the heck is going on? Yo, who messed up? Who messed up Reddit today? Where'd it go? Where'd that Owen Lively post go? I was reading that. I was enjoying that. Bro, freaking Reddit, bro. What the heck is going on with this? I'm upset. Yo, what the heck, bro? What's wrong with Reddit over here, man? I might have to search for it. New? Best? I don't know. I freaking don't know. I'm getting pissed off, guys. Not much I could do. Reddit over here betraying me. Moneyberg cut Reddit because I talked about him. Moneyberg, put Reddit back on, bro. What the heck is going on? I have no idea what's going on, guys. Let me see if I can find it real fast. You know what? Let's go to his. Can we find it on Instagram? I think it was an Instagram post. I don't know. What was going on with Reddit, man? I never seen Reddit act up like that. Somebody hacked Reddit. Somebody hacked Reddit. Maybe my internet's cooked. Is my internet cooked? Possibly. Let's see. Owen Lively.
Right.
The hell is this guy at? Is he in? He must be in Asia or somewhere. Look at that monitor lizard. That's a big nope for me. Yeah, he in Thailand.
And a snap. I get his knees to the mat.
I'm trying to find that post, guys. Reddit acting up, guys. I don't know what else to say. I can't find it. I got my other post that I had earlier, but I really want to see that Owen Lively post. I might have said Owen Jones by accident. Yo, what the freak is going on over here? Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. I'll just keep reading the Craig Jones one, and I'll try to go back. Someone says, well, supplements and nose powder have their consequences. Who could have seen this coming? Guys, I tell you guys, live healthy lives, man. You guys got to listen to me, man. Stop doing this bull crap. Says his PED usage really isn't anything crazy at all if the stack he revealed on EverTitan is legit. Spending multiple years drinking, not sleeping, doing supplements recreationally, having no stability, losing a marriage. Did he have a marriage? And putting your body through the ringer would be impossible to sustain for anyone. I imagine we'd see him detox, then return after a couple months once he gets his life back to normal a little bit. I respect that he's not trying to hold on. Sad to see him go, but love that he's going out on his terms. I don't really get it. Yes, take 6 to 12 months off if needed, but there's a big difference between active competition and coaching, tournament instructionals. He could do those things for the next 30 years, provided he stops self-medicating and survives. I can't. Reddit is down. Is Reddit down right now? I believe Reddit is down. Yeah. Wait a second. It says unresolved incident investigating elevated site. Is today the 16th? No, it isn't. Is it? Oh, it is. Up. Reddit is down. Reddit is down, guys. Reddit is down. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow we'll try to find that Owen Livesley post. That seemed pretty accurate because I know a lot of these imposters over here, man. You guys love them too. You guys be subscribing, paying for their courses. Says I like that he's just doing a piece out and bouncing. He's recognizing it's a wild game and it's a short ride, especially at the top. It's hard on the body and there's not much money in it. Then there's the supplements and the health effects of that. Finally, being in the U.S. for foreigners has been hard, not worth the hassle and fear. As an Australian, he'll have a better quality of life in Australia or New Zealand or anywhere, basically. He's making the right calls at the right time. You either die a hero or live long enough to become a Thai lady boy. Okay. Yeah, Reddit is down, guys. I can't really do much. Yep, it is down. If you guys have internet, check out, see if you can get to Reddit, because I don't think I can. It says, sad to see, honestly, since Craig inspired me to start doing supplements. Jones was live on Luke Thomas's show yesterday. He said he's leaving. He said leaving will be a forced break. So it sounds like we will see him in some capacity down the line. So I don't know what else to say. Stay healthy, guys. Don't do that crap. Someone said, is this the last CGI? Well, here's the answer right here. We have it funded. Just a matter of motivation. Been taking on a lot lately and need a break after this one to reassess some things. Been redlining for a while now. Planning a disappearance and see if I want to return one day. The sport is full of some truly vile characters. Yeah. You guys love those vile characters, though. I mean, you guys don't love me, but you love those dudes. He says, it's full of some truly vile characters, and I'm losing hope that I can change that. No saint myself, obviously. Someone said, apart from Lachi and Marcelo Garcia, are any stand-up characters that you wish the fans knew more about or supported more? He ain't going to respond to that. Someone said, I opened an Instagram comment section on a post about Fuhrer Saunders the other day, and it made me sick to my stomach. I don't blame you, bro. Rest up. Your health comes first. Says, I don't think people understand how you single-handedly are creating more opportunities for jiu-jitsu as a combat entertainment sport. The average person watching the Gaval/Ryan ADCC would think they stumbled onto some Turkish oil wrestling. I saw the quintet performance and was entertained when you swept through the rest of 10 Planet Team. I even sat through a YouTube of Bang Tao rolls that had me questioning my, I don't know what to say for that. I'm going to skip that word. You are paving the way for jiu-jitsu. You are paving the way for jiu-jitsu athletes to make more money outside of opening a gym and teaching kids to shrimp across a mat. No problems with that, but yeah, it's good to have different opportunities. Hope you take time off and get your energy back, but you're probably in the first inning of jiu-jitsu becoming mainstream. Keep a big perspective. Screw being the best in terms of technique or wins. You're by far the most entertaining. Yeah, so, take care of your health, guys. Not much we can do today. Reddit's gone. Moneyberg thread. We can't even go through the whole Moneyberg thread. I don't want to talk about Moneyberg. Here's a nice little post. It says, PSA for young and upcoming athletes. Listen to your body, not your parents or your coaches. That's important, guys. Listen to your body. It says, I type this now as a nearing 30-year-old. Man, I grew up in southwestern PA. Oh, you definitely wrestled a lot. Wrestled from kindergarten to my senior year. I did the whole tour, 5 to 8 camps in the summer, wrestled year-round, well-known club teams, competed on Team PA. Freshman year, wrestling in high school now, and dislocate my shoulder and break it. Injury default out. I hit a Granby roll on short time and still managed to win the match, but suffered as a result. Told my coaches and trainer something was not right. The injury was different. They gaslighted me and forced me to wrestle at Hershey for team states. The trainer told me my motion was fine and not indicative of major injury. Following the next season, I re-injured it and forced my parents to get an X-ray MRI. Turns out I wrestled an entire year with a torn labrum and crescent fracture. Ouch. Fast forward 12 to 13 years later, I now require a bone graft and a synthetic labrum. My shoulder bone is a right angle. My doctor joked. So it's pointing up. I still have a CT to determine CAT scan, I guess. I don't know. What does that CT stand for? To determine the exact amount of bone damage. In sharing and closing, please do not do what I did. All the prospective talent I had for college was worn down and beaten out of me. Stay healthy. Listen to your body. So, things are different now. People don't do like they used to do 30 years ago, 15 years ago, however long he was wrestling. The kids got trainers, they got PT, they got everything now. So yeah. I might end this show a little bit early, guys. My voice is not holding on too well. And Reddit's already done. Reddit's already gone today. Says holding kids back. So in wrestling, they be holding kids back. One of my favorite wrestlers, RBY, his grandfather held him back for like a year or two. And some other wrestlers, so they can do better. They can do better in their season. They just hold the kids back, unfortunately. So the poster says, just listen to Mighty Cast with Daniel Cormier. He says he asked Mighty about holding kids back a year in school, basically so they can do better in sports. Wanted to ask how normal this is. I'm European, where we compete in age groups, so staying back in school wouldn't make sense. But I can see from an American perspective, it might make sense, even if not for the sport, but for the fact being good at a collegiate sport can land you a scholarship, which can be worth many hundreds of thousands of dollars. So in a sense, delaying the kids' school by a year is like landing them a job that pays $500K for a year. Not bad. One poster says, it's not standard, but it's becoming increasingly more common. If I had to put a number on it, I would guess somewhere between 5 to 10%. My main issue is it might give a slight advantage, but there are so many examples of kids who were young for their grade, but still able to go and have success. Joey Blaze, Luke Stanich, Gable Stevenson, and some names that come to mind of guys who were young for their grade And on the other side, you have guys that were held back, and now their development is potentially being held back because they are not wrestling on the level they should. Bo Bassett, and Jax Forrest come to mind. Jax just made the senior team, beating a world gold medalist, and he will have to go back to high school next year. Potentially wrestling kids who are in their first month of training. So that's going to suck if you got to wrestle Jax Forrest, world team member, and you just started wrestling, that year. Says, yeah, Bo and Jax were the people I thought about. As you say, it probably helps to get noticed while young, but long-term hampers you a bit. Someone said, we started my kids a year late because they both have late summer birthdays. Had nothing to do with sports and everything to do with maturity and mental development. When a kid is 5 or 6 years old, a year can make a huge difference for that. Daniel Cormier said they repeated 8th grade. Sounded crazy to me. Yeah, these kids over here repeating grades. It says it happens more than it should, but still relatively rare. It's also it also hasn't made that much sense outside of maybe football or college basketball. It says, so you have two types of holdbacks. One is you prefer your kid to be the oldest in their grade and not the youngest. This occurs early in the education process and usually has little to do with sports unless you're a psycho parent. The second is the kind where the kids are held back at a later grade strictly for sports. In Pennsylvania, I'm in Pennsylvania, so this isn't uncommon in the wrestling world. I believe it has to occur before 8th grade. Old school wrestlers seem to find it this embarrassing for the sport. Is Reddit coming back? Says it happens and seems to be happening more often lately. I really observed this in the early 2000s when I moved to Indiana. One well-known wrestler that was very successful in high school and D1 was nearly 20 when he graduated. God, I saw people holding their boys an extra year in kindergarten, so they were older in high school. I refer to this as the Indiana red shirt, but I am sure it happens all over. However, look at the college football players these days. After COVID waivers, we have people nearly 30 years old on their seventh year of playing college football. That red shirt's for real, bro. All right, Reddit's done, guys. Oh, wait. Owen Livesley, where are you? I don't see the Owens Lively post. It's gone. Where did it go? Let's read this one. NYC early Saturday. Dang it. NYC early Saturday classes says, where's the early classes? Someone said hit Unity. Henzo Upper East Side has Saturday 8 a.m. gi class. Gregor Gracie in Brooklyn has 7 a.m. 45-minute fundamentals class. Clockwork. I happen to Clockwork BJJ. What's up? Unity noon Saturday class is always great. It says this Sunday Pato and Talasun have a seminar at why are they all doing? Oh, so Talasun and Pato doing the seminar, and then Maisa's doing the seminar too. Different locations though. Alrighty. Marcelo has early AM classes during the week, Monday through Friday, but nada on Saturdays. I don't know who's got early classes. I think a private is the only way you'll get training at 7 a.m. on Saturday. Clockwork has 8 a.m. gi class. If you train at Henzo's, avoid the 7 a.m. no-gi class. They are no good. The best no-gi classes are Jason Yang's Thursday 7:30 p.m., Friday 6 p.m., and Saturday 11 a.m., Sunday 9:30. The gi classes are pretty decent, though I haven't tried all the instructors. Yeah, it's hard to find. I would assume New York has some good morning classes, right? It's New York. Oh, guys, that workshop's free. That women's workshop, that's free. Oh, wow. Let me send that to some people I know. I didn't realize that was free for all the ladies. Let me send that to. I'm gonna send that to Wendy. Wendy, go train with Misa, Wendy. Okay, so that's awesome. If you guys in New York, send your girls, send your daughters to that clinic, that workshop. That's awesome. July 20th, 12 to 1. It's open to all affiliations, so that's cool. Someone said Elise Murillo isn't salty about losing top competitors to AOJ. The girl version of Hoffa Mendez. That's awesome. Formerly Unity, now AOJ gang taking a group vacate in NYC. Pato and Tollison doing a seminar at Essential on the same day. I think Margot said she'll be in NY around then too. Oh, they're going for the 10th anniversary. Can't talk anymore, guys. It says it's Unity's 10-year anniversary. I can't speak. 10-year anniversary this weekend. It's a big group thing celebrating Unity and everyone that has been a part of it. For your information, the Pato Tollison seminar is at Jefferson's Gym, Centonia on Sunday. I thought it was at it's an affiliate of Essential Jiu-Jitsu. Centonia recently opened up, and it's super nice. Is that where the seminar is? Oh, shoot. That might be pretty cool. Let me ask Evan about that. I might be interested in going. I might be interested, guys. I can't go to the women's seminar, but I can go to the men's seminar. I really want to see that Owen Livesley post. I can't find it though. Where are you? I'm gonna look for it for like 2 more minutes and see. Alrighty, it wasn't down there, no. Where did it go? I can't find it, guys. It disappeared. That was a good post, man. Why you do me like this, Reddit? How dare you do me like this? I can't find it anymore. It's gone. Oh, that sucks. I really wanted to see that one. Oh, man, it's gone. Moneyberg. We said Moneyberg. Story. Saw that. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Reddit. Freaking Reddit, bro. I want to see that post, man. I'm pissed off. That was a good post. RBJJ, how dare you do that to me? I can't find it, man. It's gone. All right, guys. I think that's it for today. I'm gonna look for like 1 more minute. I really wanted to read that post, but I can't find it anywhere. Moneyberg took it down. Dang, man. What the heck's going on with this? It's gone. New? It wasn't new. I'm looking for, let's see, anything else? Come on. It might be gone, man. Shoot, what the fuck? What was that? I'm going to keep moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. It's a family channel, family show. Someone asked about Bull Terrier? Oh, I like Bull Terrier. I don't see it, man. Where did that post go, bro? That was a good post. What the heck, Reddit? Why you take my post out of there? Maybe they took it down or something. Oh, you know, sometimes the moderators take that thing down. Well, I don't see it anymore, guys. I'm gonna give up. All right, that's it. We done for today. We should be on tomorrow. Guys, take care of your health. You know, look at Craig Jones. He over there got to take a break. So take care of your health. You know, Ben Askren, Big Rob. A lot of people need some prayers. That's it, man. Keep training. We got no updates. I'm chilling. Eventually need to get back home. Eventually. That's it. Yeah, that's it. We ain't got nothing really going on. I think there might be some deals over at Inverted Gear. If you guys want to check them out. We also got BJJ Mental Models. They got some new courses they're offering coming out now. If you guys want to support the channel, just share. Just tell people about the live stream. You know, when you go to jiu-jitsu class, hey, have you guys seen that live stream? And if they can't catch it live, it's on my channel, Alec Balding Techniques. And that's it, guys. That's it. Stay healthy and enjoy White Belt Wednesday. You know what? Go help a white belt today. It's Wednesday. Go help a white belt. You see a white belt, they can't shrimp, go help them out. See a white belt trying to roll forward or backwards, go help them out. You see a white belt can't tie their belt, go help them out. All right. You see them struggling with that technique, go help them out, okay? So, you know, go help a white belt today. Just help out one white belt today, and you did a good job, okay? And I'm gonna stay on top of you guys, no Diddy, to help white belts out on Wednesday. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, that's it. You know I'm playing an Inverted Gear video for sure. And we talked about Craig Jones, so I don't feel bad. We talked about Craig Jones this whole time. But Reddit did go down. I couldn't do nothing about that. Reddit went down. All right, guys, that's it. See ya.